Participants are always surprised to know how hard entrepreneurship is. It is not a 9-to-5, Monday to Friday job. It's 24/7 when you sign up for entrepreneurship. And when you're not working in your business, you're working on your business. Rhyze Ventures is an entrepreneurial program specific to women who identify as women, and it is meant to support, advise, provide training, resources, all in support of women entrepreneurship. Myself and my co-founder, Tanya Rhyze, had a conversation, and we were lamenting about the struggles that women entrepreneurs face. The number of businesses in even Ontario was less than 20% of all businesses owned by women entrepreneurs. So that was a big problem to us. That conversation turned into a proposal that turned into the beginnings of the Rhyze project, which we received funding from Status of Women originally to start this program, built it through Ontario Trillium funding, and then later it came Rhyze Ventures through our friends at FedDev Ontario. So we're very excited about that.
The program was designed to be an in-person program, and of course when everything kind of shut down in March 2020, the education modules quickly pivoted to an online learning environment using best practices and bringing in subject matter experts, all via Zoom. One of the unique features with the program is we bring in 3 streams. So we have a small business stream, a scalable stream, and a social enterprise stream. And we have women entrepreneurs joining the program from various stages, ages, and sectors. And because we were operating online, we were able to bring in more check-ins, bring in more opportunities to connect and share resources, and to really build a strong community of women business owners.
Yeah. So stickers on all the boxes? Yeah. We're going with Spice Girls Radio. Is that all right?
Love it. Spice Girls. 100% of the growth that Milk & Co's experienced has been 100% organic through Instagram. We've never had any ad spend, never any marketing campaigns. Everything has been word of mouth. That to me is the most valuable thing of all because it's firsthand experiences of people that have had the product. But one of the things that I will say is that, I know how to make cookies really well, I know how to engage with people really well. Operating a business, I know nothing about. So one of the things that I had wanted to do was really hone in on the back end of what it takes to operate a business. I applied to the Rhyze Venture, I got the interview, and I was thankfully accepted into the program. The networking is exceptional. The mentorship is exceptional. You will always walk away with a newfound sense of understanding, even if you thought you understood the topic at hand. There's always something to be taken away from that you can use to enhance what you do as a business owner and the experiences that your customers will have in working with you. And that's the one thing that I would say always humbles me in this entire journey is that my business doesn't exist without my customers.
Our education sessions, it sets up a really solid foundation for them. We've heard really great things about that experience. There were areas they didn't know, and areas that as an entrepreneur starting off, often a solopreneur, they couldn't have done all of this research on their own, but by providing them with the support of the Rhyze Ventures community, the support of a team of industry specialists and advisors, volunteer mentors, facilitators, they are able to just access so many more resources and knowledge.
I guess I knew there were a lot of things that I didn't have training in. It was helpful to embrace the idea that I was really doing this. Finding a place and buying equipment, it just doesn't seem real. So I think the support of the program, it validates the endeavor.
I think one of the biggest barriers that women entrepreneurs continue to face is that access to capital. women entrepreneurs are less likely to receive investment into their business. We understand that that's a challenge, and so we do all that we can to prepare these women entrepreneurs to make their case, to pitch their business, to secure funding and investment into their enterprises.
So much of what I do now really focuses on my grandpa's experience and my grandma's caregiving role to help him. Growing up, my family would go to their farm very often and just learned a lot in the dirt and running around in the fields and helping here or there. And they lived on a Christmas tree farm. Many people arriving to my grandparents' farm would feel like they can actually pause. So whether it was birds that you were hearing or just trees moving, wind blowing, there was always something interesting to hear, something interesting to look at. It definitely taught me a lesson about when somebody inherently understands what agricultural activities are for, that they're purpose-driven, that they're about work, a good day's work that yields something. I learned a lot from that. I was at a conference and I saw an international presenter, Dr. Simone de Bruyn. She's the most published researcher on the topic of care farms, and I learned about a care farm, which is a type of program or service that can be an intervention for all kinds of different vulnerable populations, but in this case, what most interested me is care farming for people with dementia, and that's where it started. I've been running the program throughout the summer, and what we do here is we have staff as well as people with dementia who garden in all of this space. It is the first one in Canada. So they've got them all over the Netherlands, but none here. My grandpa lived with dementia for some years and he was a farmer, and I thought that's really not fair that we don't have any here. He since has passed away, but that's what prompted me to do this. When you look in the rows, you'll see there's 6 different species of basil that are planted in here. So you can, touch them, smell them, you can see the difference. The sensory piece is very important for us, so I want you to touch things and smell them. So grateful and happy for the support from so many community members. So Rhyze Ventures just had my back as a business owner. We're going to give you skills, we're going to give you one-to-one time with very highly qualified professionals, we're going to give you an opportunity to pitch to win a cash prize that will incentivize and motivate you to be able to do these things that you want to do. Definitely wouldn't be here without it, certainly not the same way, so I'm very grateful. So I'm very excited to mentor other people who are engaging in that journey. Very happy to have the conversations about the self-compassion that you need, the determination that you need. I can't wait to mentor them.
So many of our graduates are actually coming back to be volunteer mentors or facilitators. So it really comes full circle. They have received so much benefit from the program that they want to give back and continue to support other women in their journeys.
Rebecca was one of our previous winners. She was able to accomplish so much with the amount that she received, $10,000. We're thrilled to see the amount of growth and development that they can produce, and so she was able to complete their first year of operation, as well as improving their digital marketing and outreach, which is quite substantial in a new business and something so specialized. So that is a really big success story for her and for us, because we love to see those funds move into a direction of growth and development that can be sustained.
We're both from Madagascar. We went to the same elementary school. We found ourselves here again in Toronto together under different circumstances. I was always in corporate, and Numaine, she was in another venture before this one. We met these vanilla farmers, and then we found an opportunity where they needed representative of their business here in Canada. I exited the corporate world. She was winding down her venture at the time. And so we just thought, let's give it a shot. So we just started the business.
We import vanilla beans from Madagascar, so we sell the vanilla beans to the restaurant and the food industry. We also manufacture vanilla products, and that includes vanilla extract, vanilla sugar, and vanilla salt.
To me, I think the longer benefit for Rhyze, it's really that opportunity to belong to this community. It's good to exchange ideas, get their perspective, and not feel like you're the only two bearing this load.
With every cohort, we always have an ecosystem networking night where we bring back program alumni, the facilitators, the mentors, the volunteer mentors, and of course the current participants. And a lot of the feedback from the participants who attended that night was they were saying, I feel like I'm not alone in this, that these challenges that are happening are normal, and that I have a supportive community standing behind me to get through it.
We're really lucky to be a part of the Rhyze program because it gives us a lot of opportunities to meet other female entrepreneurs who are going through the whole social enterprise stream as well. Definitely been super helpful because if our coaches can't directly answer a question, they're always a great sounding board because they're experienced.
To meeting all of these great people and learning from everybody, I was able to kind of get everything out there, talking to my mentor. It allowed me to build that timeline. What's going to show the greatest improvement? Being able to just kind of slow down and think about where I am and where I want to go definitely helped me make the right decisions.
I would say at least 15 years prior, my mother actually suffered a terrible fall where her high heel got caught in the sewage grates. And my goal is to solve this problem, making high heels easy and comfortable to wear for women. Crippet is actually a 3D printed heel protector that helps women walk in different surface areas such as grass, grates, and cobblestone. And it's to provide stability and a stylish way of being able to wear their heels with comfort and confidence. We actually took the step to expand our company to France. Right now we are focused on not only growing in Canada, but also growing our new product line in Europe. And that's because there is that fashion market there. So being able to have some of the Rhyze ventures meet the Canadian side as well as the French side has been really, really helpful because they've been able to help me navigate for more success because there are so many questions to be answered and give me feedback on that. So that's really important.
I spend my time enjoying our horses, caring for them, riding them, but also working on our product called the Hay Optimizer. The farm that I happen to have leased is owned by a gentleman by the name of Matthew Bulmer, who had invented, years ago in 2004, had invented a product called the Hay Optimizer. And he came up with this concept of a multi-bale, 2-bale feeder for horses in order to significantly reduce the amount of hay that was wasted. In 2019, I asked Matthew if there was a way that we could work together to come up with a new version of the Hay Optimizer, and I put together a prototype. Through this first year, selling mostly in Canada, we now are extremely confident in the product design and wanted to launch in the United States.
Thank you guys for being here today. I think it's time to start our session. So happy and so proud for most of you have done their projects, wrapping it up, and sent the project report, which is a great work, well done. Some of you are still working on it.
One of the great things about being involved in the Rhyze program is that it's created a community. My advisors have been so good. They really, really care about my project, my business, and really look forward to having my meetings with them. The project that I was working on with Innovation Guelph was to help me figure out how to export the Optimizer to the United States, and we set up a warehouse in New York State. Going through the program truly focuses you on working on the business. As an entrepreneur, as a single person running a business, you tend to get so engrossed in the business that you lose your vision, you're not strategic, you're putting out fires. Truly, the Rhyze Venture program has helped me to frequently step back, get a grip, work on the things that truly will drive the business forward in the future.
You know, we've had these incredible women begin exporting to the United States, where that wasn't even something that they could fathom doing before they joined the program, but it became possible. The business growth and expansion that we've seen from these incredible entrepreneurs throughout their journey in the program has just been incredible.
I would say Rhyze Ventures has been everything for my business. Before that, I did not see myself as an entrepreneur. If you are willing to put in just as much work as the mentors and the team at Rhyze are willing to put in, there's really no telling how far your business could grow. And Rhyze just gave me that confidence to get there.
One of the things very important to Innovation Guelph is equity, diversity, and inclusion. And one of the things that we have to be very mindful of is continuing to evolve the Rhyze program so that it is unique and catered to women of all backgrounds.
I can only encourage every woman who is an entrepreneur or a wannabe entrepreneur to come and join so that they can enjoy the taste of a network and full support and knowledge on how to do that and take that next step.
One of the best things has been the community, getting to know the other women, and outside of the class sessions I've been meeting with people for lunch, for coffee, talking about different ideas, getting input, giving advice, receiving advice, and that's been really valuable.
We've currently assisted over 240 women identifying entrepreneurs since 2020. Our hope is to set up rural hubs where individuals can drive a short distance in, access our resources that will be delivered virtually, but they will be accessing it in person at a partner hub in those areas to make sure that when we say national, we mean national.
The growth of the Rhyze Ventures program has been amazing to watch. The Rhyze Ventures team is an amazing team. They are fantastic at what they do. They're very skilled. They work so well with our team of advisors. They're always very compassionate. They're always willing to help. They're always willing to listen. I can say nothing but wonderful things about this team.
I feel a great deal of pride when we see our entrepreneurs succeed. Having been through it myself, I understand what a roller coaster ride it is, so it really takes a lot of tenacity and creativity to really overcome challenges that you face.